Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. It's Paulie Esther here. I thought I had time. I thought I had time before we were going to find out what the next chapter is. I done been bamboozled. I had a whole month of theories ready to come out after this mid-chapter patch dropped. But there goes that. They went ahead and dropped the teaser on us for chapter 20 today. You want to see it? Let's go. Well, there it is, Resident Evil coming to Dead by Daylight. What a coup, what a great property to get, coinciding Resident Evil's 25th anniversary with Dead by Daylight's 5th anniversary, 2 years in a row, back-to-back, biggest video games and horror crossovers with Dead by Daylight. Silent Hill last year, Resident Evil this year, amazing. And now, they also had the premiere of this message from Matthew Cote. Let's check this out.
Hi. On behalf of everybody here at Behavior, congratulations on 25 years of horror. Over the years, our very own 4v1 multiplayer action game, Dead by Daylight, has become the Hall of Fame of horror. And today, I'm excited to say Resident Evil will soon be joining our universe. Now tune in to our 5th anniversary broadcast on May the 25th for the full reveal of the Resident Evil chapter coming to DBD this June. And in the meantime, if you're up for it, I suggest you get some practice in before the chapter comes into the fog. Because look, you have two choices here. Kill or be killed. It's your call.
They even have the announcement up on the official Dead by Daylight website already. Let's go check that out here. Resident Evil chapter announcement. Resident Evil is coming soon to Dead by Daylight. They have the link to that teaser trailer on their YouTube channel. And it says, in June 2021, Capcom's legendary survival horror franchise enters the fog, taking its place within Dead by Daylight's roster of horror's greatest icons. Dying to know more? Join us on Twitch for our 5th anniversary celebration on May 25th for an in-depth reveal of the Resident Evil chapter. That's right, Matthew said that. So we have a confirmed date for when the anniversary celebration is going to take place. Can't wait for that. Mark your calendars. In the meantime, follow us on social media and subscribe to our newsletter to stay in the know on everything Dead by Daylight. With Resident Evil set to arrive in the Entity's realm this summer, there's never been a better time to step into the fog and sharpen your skills. Check out the full Resident Evil showcase. So this is just the bit that I showed you with Matthew's statement in it and that same teaser trailer cut from the YouTube channel. See you in the fog, the Dead by Daylight team. So obviously this announcement is very early. As I said, we don't even have chapter 19.5, the mid-chapter patch yet, let alone start thinking about chapter 20. So they have really taken control of the narrative. Here it is. We're not going to worry about leaks. We're not going to worry about data miners. Boom, we're making the announcement ourselves. This is what we got coming in June, chapter 20. We're announcing it. Ba-bam. And I love it. I love it. I think it's great. And the fact that they're able to make this announcement ahead of time, which is just so unlike Behavior. I don't know if this is Capcom's influence or what the decision was here, but them revealing this early allows them to introduce players who are Resident Evil fans to their game early and get them familiar with Dead by Daylight before the chapter even comes out. So I think that's a smart move. Now, I will say that this was not without its clues. There were some clues in. Some of them are going to be clues, but there were some clues out in the public that this was leaning towards Resident Evil. And I saw you folks who were showing me, pointing me in the direction for this stuff, and this was definitely on my radar as one of the theories that I was going to cover with pro and cons. Could it be this? Could it be this? And there were probably going to be 3 or 4 or 7 or 8 or 12 or 17 that were wrong before we got to Resident Evil. But it was definitely on the list of properties to cover that could potentially come out for Chapter 20. Now, could we get a double chapter reveal for this summer, 5th anniversary? Could they do even more content? Let's just put a pin in that, and we'll just enjoy the Resident Evil release announcement for now. But let's look at the clues. First clue we have has to be the crate change on, I believe this was on Yamaoka Estate, was the first place that we saw this crate with the umbrella on it. Now, I know that means don't let the package get wet, but it could have had a double meaning. A lot of people saw the umbrella and thought of the Umbrella Corporation and Resident Evil right away. Other people thought it was Umbrella Academy, but, you know, maybe that's a clue, maybe it's not. Second clue would have to be the end of the year announcement by Matthew Cote's State of the Game, in which he said, obviously I can't tell you what's next, but I can say that we are not done surprising you. We're working on a lot of new stuff for you, and I can already tell you that our 5th year anniversary event will feature some impressive stars that will blow your minds. And everybody who is familiar with Resident Evil knows that STARS stands for Special Tactics and Rescue Service, that elite division that we see in Resident Evil. So a lot of people hooked onto that word STARS and thought of Resident Evil right away and Nemesis. STARS! The third clue would have been when Dead by Daylight began to change the HUD, the heads-up display, as well as the movement animations in Dead by Daylight. These were things that many people said, why are they changing all this? No one asked for this. And one of the first things that someone presented to me was the similarity between the Resident Evil Resistance HUD and the new HUD in Dead by Daylight, as well as those movement animations. And they theorized that perhaps the Resident Evil was coming to Dead by Daylight, and they wanted to have a HUD that people who had played Resistance were familiar with and would feel comfortable jumping from Resistance into Dead by Daylight. I was not really sure about that theory because I felt like at that point the player base for Project Resistance was very small, and would they really make that kind of a HUD change just to please such a small portion of people who had played Resistance come to Dead by Daylight and change the way the game looked for everybody? So I don't know if there's a lot of weight to that theory, but you can't deny that the HUDs look very similar. And for our fourth and final mentionable clue, along with those heads-up display changes, in that same mid-chapter they had changed the clown, and they had written the description of the clown's change to read, "Our resident funny man has been cooking something up, introducing the afterpiece antidote." Obviously, resident is the key word there. Now, while I don't think that that's an abnormal way to speak, describing the clown, it could very well have been a tongue-in-cheek clue. And whether it's a clue or not, who can say, but there it is. So obviously, we still have so much more to talk about, to speculate upon this chapter. We just have this teaser. It's going to be a long time until June, till we finally figure out what's going on. Who is that survivor on the hook? Do you know? Let me know. And the killer, is it a zombie horde? Is the horde being controlled by someone? Are you going to play a zombie? What is going on here? I really want to know. What do you think? Certainly we have to be getting a new map, right? This is going to be a full year that we go without a new map, from June to the Midwich Elementary School last year from Silent Hill to this June. Certainly we're going to get a new map this time, yes. The setting for this is a forest. So could it be a forest map? I will note that the Red Forest is one of the last remaining maps, one of the last remaining realms that needs to have that graphical update. So perhaps we're going to slide right into Chapter 20 with those Red Forest maps getting updated and this new forest map, whatever that could be. It's going to be a fun ride. Let me hear from you. What do you think about this announcement with the Resident Evil chapter coming this June? Who do you hope the killer is? Who do you hope the survivor is? If you think you know what killer it is, what do you think their powers are going to be? Let's all get speculating together. Everybody put on your tinfoil hats at once and let me know what you think. But what a banner day. I love the fact that this never got leaked. Like, they were able to make the announcement themselves. Even when Silent Hill came out, it was leaked like about an hour before it came out. People were messaging me, it's Silent Hill, before they made the announcement. So the fact that they were able to keep this away from everybody and announce it themselves, kudos to you. I tip my tinfoil hat to you, Dead by Daylight. Job well done. This is going to be exciting. Now, could there be more than one chapter this June for the 5th anniversary? How big is this anniversary going to be? Am I asking for too much? I always overreach on these things. I always say, oh, we're going to have a special guest, and it's going to be Jamie Lee Curtis. I make up these wild ideas in my head. I like to dream big, I guess. That's my problem. I should just be satisfied with one iconic video game chapter this June, right? Right? It's not Candyman. Not Candyman. Okay. All right, I'm fine. I'm fine. Thank you so much for watching, as always. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Ring that bell notification. Tell me everything you think about today. How excited are you? I'm pretty excited. I'll leave it at that. Don't forget to take care of each other in and out of the fog, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.